Started here?
Great.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. So as people come on, if you come on a little late, don't worry. We'll have this recorded. If you know anybody else is coming on, we'll be sending out the recording after this. But thanks everybody for joining us. We want to talk a little bit today about the Centercourt 360 program, the after school program starting this fall. We did a lot, obviously in the spring with the remote sessions and throughout the summer with the internship program, continuing some remote webinars. But really our goal is to build a community around this and support the high school students in person as much as possible. We'll have different opportunities for remote sessions throughout the school year as well, and ways to stay involved, that are not only in person. But the bulk of this program, we really want to be in person. We want to talk to you a little bit today about what that offering looks like and how that applies to both Centercourt team members, meaning our lacrosse players, our soccer players, our tennis players, or basically our year-round athletes that are committed to our program, and then what the offering will look like to kind of on a drop-in basis. So we'll be able to cover all those needs. We have a short video we're going to play that was pre-recorded that'll kind of go through a lot of the different areas of focus for this program, and it'll identify some of the key people, which you see here on this webinar here as panelists. We'll get more into detail with that through the video, and then what we'll do is afterwards we will elaborate a little bit on anything else that was in the video that we may feel needs more color, but then also open it up to any questions and some follow-up kind of call to action on your end. So Rob, if you want to go ahead and start that video, and we'll let you guys watch this. It's just a couple minutes, and the audio should be good. If it's a little choppy with the visual, it's just because of internet connection, but the audio should be good for you. So we'll come back after this is finished playing.
Hi, I'm Jonathan. I'm the Director of Operations at Centercourt 360. I'm new at Centercourt, but I have an extensive background in higher education. I've worked and studied at some of the top schools in the country, and I have a master's degree in English from NYU. If you ever want to chat about James Joyce, let me know. I'm also a runner and a lifelong athlete. I believe in fitness, and I know firsthand the importance of preparing student athletes for success in college and beyond. Centercourt 360 is designed to educate the whole student. You know Centercourt Sports already delivers great athletic programs, and now the 360 After School program is here to support our students in academics, wellness, and life skills. The After School program offers an active homeroom environment with an on-site academic advisor. Our curriculum roadmap creates a framework for skill building at each grade level. Each homeroom will have an academic advisor to work with students personally to create an individual growth plan to set goals and track progress. Active homeroom will also include fitness activities, nutrition guidance, and mental wellness. We're also presenting special events on career development, diversity and inclusion, and more. Centercourt 360 is all about educating the whole student.
Hey everyone, I'm Rob Flynn. I'm the Academic Director for Centercourt 360, and I'm a teacher, a coach, a tech integration specialist at Delbarton School. I worked there for 13 years. I have a master's in computing and education from Columbia, and I'm state certified as a learning disabilities teacher consultant. I've worked with many students from 8th grade all the way to the college level, student athletes, and what I've found in my time in education is, kids need academic support, and there are a lot of tutoring programs out there, but what I've found is that what they really need are some of those all-encompassing life skills. They need to learn how to talk confidently with another adult. They need to learn how to set and carry through with a goal. They need to learn how to leverage social media for their advantage. They need an educator to sit down with them, to hear their goals, and map out a plan for success and make sure that plan is being carried through. And it's in all these little life skills, that individual attention, that I think makes a big difference in the long run for young people. And so that's what we're trying to provide with our after school program, Centercourt 360. So we've designed an academic, physical, and a skill development program to help our athletes get to that next level. So on a day, our students will come into the facility, they'll check in with an on-site educator, they have an opportunity to participate in strength and conditioning workouts, get after their nightly homework, receive tutoring, additional academic support, maybe hear from a professional speaker talking about their job experience, and then obviously also go to their Centercourt team's practice. And if you are a member of one of our club programs, this is all at no additional cost to the families. So I think kids are going to leave the facility that night with a great sense of accomplishment, of community, and really feeling like they're on track for all the goals that they have in their life. So I think rather than a scattershot reactive approach to one-to-one tutoring, which is what I've seen in the past, we work with families to develop an individual growth plan that's proactive based on the student's strength and needs. We take students through an academic roadmap from 8th grade all the way to college admissions to make sure they're building the foundational skills, that they're getting ready for the standardized testing and hitting the benchmarks that they need to make sure that they accomplish all the things they want to accomplish. So we have a lot to offer between study halls, tutoring, career series speakers, public speaking, mindfulness, writing, college admissions process, strength and conditioning, and it's all built into our facilities, all built into our Centercourt club teams and our athletic program. So I'm very excited to provide this service for our families and just create a really enriching experience for our students.
Hello, I am Pete O'Connell. I am a science teacher and coach at Delbarton School with a master's degree in curriculum design from Notre Dame. As an educator of 5 years, I am so excited to be a part of the 360 program because of its focus on the individual. We educators teach a lot of children. We do our best, but it's impossible to individualize the classroom for each child. That's where 360 comes in. We're offering a program where students work with our team to come up with manageable academic goals for the school year, and we'll follow up on those goals regularly. We also have a roadmap that guides students on their path to college readiness, which we all know is super, super important, especially in this day and age as the academic market becomes more and more competitive. Students will be given the opportunity to get their homework done and then head to practice, or if they aren't an athlete, they can have the rest of the night free. If they are struggling with that homework or have a test, they will have the opportunity to see a tutor who is an experienced educator in that subject. The 360 program is making exercise, study hall, and tutoring available in one location and in a personalized way.
Hi, I'm Kim Christos. As the director of the Girls Lacrosse program at Centercourt, we have always addressed the physical, mental, and emotional needs of our student athletes. The Centercourt 360 program has a similar approach and is a phenomenal resource for 8th grade through high school students and athletes.
All right, cool. Thanks a lot, Rob, for playing that. And so, we've done a lot of behind the scenes work behind this program, and it really is, it's hard to get all of the details to you in an organized manner that where you understand. But basically, this is a program that we believe strongly in. This is not a program where we're going we're not going to cut any corners of this. We really are truly in this to help support the students, the high school students. This is a program where all of our committed tennis players, our committed year-round team members from our different team sports. This is something that is an added value and added bonus to you for no additional cost. This is something where we at Centercourt want to come together and help support all of your needs. And we've done a lot of that already through over the last several months through the online opportunities through 360. But this is where we really feel like we can deliver and go above and beyond for you all, is to provide a place of in-person support, learning, community, camaraderie, wellness, athletics, right? So these are things that we're going to focus heavily on. And the call to action that we want to present to you is really just to connect with Jonathan. And we're going to send out a follow-up email after this webinar that basically asking you to register for the program. And all that means is that you're interested. Jonathan's going to reach out to every one of you individually. We're going to customize, we're going to set up the needs for your family, for your high school student. What days work for you? What time are you training? We will get you in. We'll make sure that this works for your schedule within a certain time block that we have set aside. There's going to be, again, there's going to be academic support offered each day. There's going to be fitness opportunities offered that are supportive of your specific sport. We're going to be working closely with our strength and conditioning staff to make sure that there's a strong kind of periodization program in place for when you're in season, when you're out of season, so that your strength and conditioning, your athletic training meets your needs. And there's going to be some additional customized offerings as well that go above and beyond just your general kind of academic support around your homework, whatever you're studying in class, whether you need that college prep, whether it be SAT prep, ACT prep, college essay writing, even the AP exams as they come up, preparing you for those. I'm sure there's going to be some issues with students that were in high-level math or science classes that missed out on opportunities of learning this past spring. There may be some lag in terms of what they're ready for, and they're going into this next academic year. So we can help with that that bridge learning to get you caught back up through our tutoring and through small group classes. So this webinar is supposed to be informative at a high level and let you know basically what we're trying to do, what we're trying to accomplish, and have that call to action for you to get involved. If you're on a team, if you're on one of our club teams, if you're an active tennis player with us, there's no reason that you shouldn't take advantage of this. There is no additional cost for you for the majority of this program. This is something where, again, we want to elevate ourselves as people in the community, as a company in the community, and as educators, as coaches, and as community leaders to provide this and support the whole student athlete. So that is the purpose, and that is really kind of our calling for this. So we can take a couple minutes if there's any questions. Tara, I know Tara may have some comments to add on, which is fine.
Yeah, I just, as freshmen and sophomores, you're really, you're building your portfolio to move on to the next level after your senior year, whatever those choices may be. So this is the planning time now. And this is the capability that all of the high level staff that we've hired can provide to you to make sure that you're looking at your, branding. What's your brand on social media? I mean, this is something that, that we can analyze for you. Let's make sure that you're representing yourself well. Also, let's talk about, the planning for your courses. Let's talk about what's your volunteer situation like. Let's talk about that guidance. You're talking about, establishing this pathway in this community, and leadership. And the other thing that, Matt, you might want to mention a little bit, but the Centercourt as a company, the connections, the people that will be bringing in to speak about leadership, about sports management business, about, being in the medical field with our partnership, anyway, so you might want to talk a little bit about that because it's very unique.
Sure. Yeah. No, I think we're in a unique position with our ownership team. It was some strategic partnerships that we have with other companies such as St. Barnabas, which Tara alluded to from a medical standpoint. Also on the professional sports side, event side, arena management side of things, which some of the kids got a taste of through our internship program this past summer. But we do have a very diverse group of people that we will be bringing in from a career series standpoint. That are really sought after people in their industries and really respected people in their industries, just through our ownership connections. So these are all things that we plan on leveraging, and again, it's included in the program. If you're not on one of our club teams, if you're not in one of the committed tennis players, it doesn't mean that we don't have something for you as well. It just means that we need to further customize that for you. So again, this is an inclusive program, and we're excited about it. Again, we can open up. We'll talk a little more for a couple minutes. If there's any questions, you can drop those in the chat. But otherwise, this is going to be emailed out, and you're going to be receiving an email after this. Just as a follow-up, we'll include a copy of this video recording for the webinar, some more information about the program, and also that call to action to register for the program as an interested party. That where Jonathan can reach out to you and start a dialogue, start a relationship with you and your child or children. And really start to kind of flesh this out in terms of what your specific needs are. So that being said, we don't want to keep you guys too late. I know Zoom is not everybody's favorite thing, but we wanted to make sure we had an opportunity to speak with as many people as possible, and in a somewhat face-to-face style. So if there are no questions, we will wrap up. We will say see you soon. and look forward to working with all of you in some capacity. And you should expect to hear from Jonathan in the next 24 to 48 hours. Thank you all so much for your time, and we're always open for questions if you have anything to follow up with. So we'll talk to you all soon. Have a great night.
Thank you.